After hours spent wandering through the desert, you stumble into a lush oasis nestled against the base of a massive pyramid. You search for an entrance and finally spy one at the very top. It's a tough climb, but that doesn't stop you. Drenched in sweat, you finally enter the welcome shade of the room at the top of the pyramid.
Slippery as an eel.
Place is deserted, but the candles keep burning.
Candles keep burning. Burning. Ooh. Yeah, I'll be having that. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Oh, I got the hiccups.
You hear that? Whispers in the darkness. Whispers from the grave.
Nice that they got a whole room where their skeletons can relax.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume they're gonna be coming alive soon. A translucent visage of an Orling grows before you. As you approach, it shimmers. You are swallowed by a tide of bewilderment. A rush of gruesome images flash before you. Sadistic murders, violent torture, and worst, a dint of spiteful whispers assaults your mind as the deprived souls relive their gruesome crimes. They take glee in the terror of their victims. The confusion of the bright soul lessens, embodied by your presence, it shines with a steady, assured glow. The whispered souls retreat to the shadows. Your mind clears, you extend your perception to the bright soul, and it reaches out. The world slips away. You wake with a start, unable to breathe. Someone covers your mouth with their hand. The grip so tight you can taste the salt in their sweat. You're hauled from your bed by three dark figures. They drag you screaming down the stairs and toss you into the road. You stumble to your feet only to be painfully thrown back. Taut ropes bite into the flesh of your wrist. Murderer! Accuses one. Betrayer! Shouts another. Your neighbours watch from your windows, mouths agape. None of them come to help. They turn away as you scream their names. You feel a jolt on the back of your head, and darkness envelops you. When you come to, your knees ache against cold sandstone. You betrayed nothing, killed no one. Confusion and pain swirl in each panicked plea. Hardened eyes stare back as though through slits in the expressionless mask. You find no retrieve in them. Words are spoken, but lost within the rhythmic pounding in your head. This can't be happening. Last figure demands justice. A sword swings and you feel the hot bite of steel against your neck. Oblivion rolls over you like a tide. Abruptly, you find yourself back in the ruin. Confused spirit pleads to you without words. A shimmering glow, almost childlike. At least it was quick now. You were executed for a crime you didn't commit. It wasn't your fault. I don't know.
If you've seen what you need to see, Watcher, I'd like to fulfill my duty and reap this soul. Will you allow it?
No, I'll deal with this myself.
I have a calling, Watcher. You can't keep me from...
Little bites her lip to cut the complaint off. With a sigh, she sets her lantern aside. Oh, flickers briefly. You feel it loosening its grip on this place, and as it attaches itself to you, its clothes extinguish. The chamber is purged into darkness. Jealous whispers return with renewed malice. The guilt of the damned bears down upon you, your unholy chill that sinks deep into your bones. your feral marrow running cold as ice. The natural saddles dance in the darkness around you.
You have my attention.
Have my attention.
I will swallow you whole. Dangerous creatures have made this sacred place their home. If it is Woodiger's will that they remain, it is not our place to disturb them. Further, remember that we are not here as looters. Anyone caught thieving will meet the stranger's justice. Let Gaedwin's death be an example to you all, Inquisitor. I got the Inquisition!
Huh. I can't see you, you sneaky bastard.
Something I can do?
Good. Lavru, be on seek.
Worth and rough.
Time has significantly weakened this section of the wall. You feel a slight breeze coming through the cracks between the stone. You suspect that the wall will come right down with a little bit of force. Right. Tom gets a running start and slams into the wall. Oosh. I know why. I know why. Trap when I see one.
What's that? Worth and rough. Take him down. I am the Alpha Predator.
Captain?
By decree of the Queen that was and the will of the Steel Garrote, you will meet justice. Kneel, Oswald, and be tried for your crimes.
Wait! I can pay you. I can make you all rich. Just let me go.
Let me go.
Your bribes fall on deaf ears.
Never
Oathbreaker.
were fond of
We
courts.
seek only to
Always
exact
favored my
Woodiger's
own
justice.
What? But I didn't do anything.
You stand accused of the crime of oath breaking. What say you?
I haven't broken any oaths. I swear. You have the wrong man.
Did you not betray Adir, your country of birth, during the War of Defiance?
What? But that was over 150 years ago.
Then you freely admit your crime.
No, it's not what you think. Duke Hadred, he forced me. I had no choice.
Oswald of Adir, the court of Woodica has found you guilty.
As you enter the large chamber at the bottom of the pyramid, you notice a sizable group of well-armed people dressed in remnants of steel garret. In the centre of the group kneels a man bound at the wrist. He looks around widely. His eyes widen when they fall on you. Before the kneeling man towers an imposing woman, her face obscured by severe lines of a Woodican mask.
You intrude on the deliberations of the court of Woodica, outsider. Choose your next actions carefully, lest the queen that was turn her gaze to you as well.
The man on the floor is an elderly elf clad in dirty clothes, his face contorted in the expression of a cornered animal.
Oh, thank the gods, please. Get me out of here. They're mad. They're all mad.
They're all mad.
They mean to put me on trial for oath-breaking of all things. They say I betrayed the Idiran Empire, but I haven't been back there in over 100 years.
Be silent, or I will make you so.
The Inquisitor snarls at Audible.
State your purpose now, or die with him.
She turns her steady gaze to you through the slit in her mask. You can just see the glint of her eyes. This man shrieked a large debt I'm here to collect.
Such a debt is but further evidence against the accused. Thank you for your testimony. Trespassing upon these sacred hearings is an offense punishable by death. Of this crime, you are guilty. You shall meet your end here, in the holy court of Woodica, as will he. I pray your soul learns from your mistakes on its next turn about the wheel.
Put away! Put away! Well. Okay. Well, that was easy.
Happy to oblige.
Like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
What say?
Say.
Sirmas me tomb.
What do you need?
Come on. You know you were a bad man.
I owe you a debt too large to repay, stranger.
He wrings his hand and gives you a shaky smile.
How did you ever find me all the way out here? Did Inalis send you?
I didn't look for you at all. Kane can sent me after you.
That tenacious little wretch. I owe her my thanks. And a drink. Several drinks. And a fair bit of money, too.
He grimaces, his broad brow furrowed by deep wrinkles.
Those steel garrote zealots have been after me for decades. Good riddance.
So about my reward?
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed.
His attention is suddenly diverted by a apparently fascinating stain on his hem under his robes. You're broke, aren't you?
Yes. Unfortunate business mishap. You know how it is, I'm sure?
Oh, no, I don't. No.
In my tribe, debtors went diving for snails in the Great Reef, sometimes for days.
He raises an eyebrow. He tutters nervously and twists the hem of his robe in his hands, unwilling to meet your eye. Look, I really stuck my neck out here. Yep.
You did risk life and limb for me, it's true. And make no mistake, I am grateful. Really, really grateful. Believe me, I would give you something if I could.
Eyes take on a faraway look, and he takes a deep breath.
Well, that's not entirely true, is it? I have this old ring. It's the last possession of any value I own. Here,
Good.
take it.
So that means I can give it
For
to
your trouble.
the lady. He presses a simple length of string, twisting into a makeshift ring into your palm and nods, a small frown tugging at the corner of his lips.
You have a ship, don't you? Of course you do. How
course
else would you have gotten to this benighted island?
That is certainly true, yes. He shifts his weight from foot to foot, restless and unsettled.
Let me join your crew.
We'll get to that. Why did the Inquisitor have you on trial exactly?
After what you did for me, well, I suppose you have the right to hear the truth of things. The whole truth, rather.
Yes, please. Yep. So he clears his throat.
You remember that the Deerwood was once a colony of Adir, yes? Well, I was one of the first colonists to set foot on that benighted continent. When it became evident the Deerwood intended to revolt, I took their side in the War of Defiance against the country of my birth. I'm sure you'll be astounded to learn the powers that be in Adir didn't much like that.
Yeah.
The Steel Garrot's been after me for my grave transgression ever since.
Yeah, well, you stood up for what you believed in. That's admirable.
Admirable, perhaps. Foolhardy, almost certainly. Had I really the right of things, I wouldn't have gone to the Deerwood in the first place.
Yep.
But I appreciate your kind words all the same. Those Steel Garrot hounds are relentless. But it should be a couple of years before they find me again, thanks to you, at least. I hope as much.
What could you offer as a member of my crew?
It's no secret I'm an old man. Now, I might not be able to hoist a mainsail any longer, but I've picked up a thing or two about navigation in my decades of traveling.
Once he's back on his heels, every word coming faster than the last.
And I don't care much for coin, I can tell you that. An extra ration of rum here and there, and I'll
There
be
we go.
perfectly contented.
Why not?
Thank you, my friend. I owe you a debt twice over.
He gives you a toothy grin and stands a hand's breadth taller. Great. Well, that ring's going to come in handy. Forget her name now. Yes, Jesper.